Hey, it's me again, and today I'm trying to help a friend who's been juggling a couple of decisions. Do they splurge on a full-size home theater recliner or keep the couch that's already in the living room? I know that feeling. Your space is limited, your budget isn't unlimited, and you're terrified of ending up with something that looks amazing on paper but ends up taking up half the room and never getting used. If you're in the same boat, you're not alone. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. So let's talk about the Seatcraft Caliente Grey Italian Leather Home Theatre Seating. This is a 3-piece right love seat arrangement, which means you get a left and right recliner plus a middle seat that slides into place. The big promise is the zero-gravity power recline, heated lumbar support, a built-in massage unit, and a wall hugger frame that supposedly shaves 30% off the overall footprint. It sounds like a dream for anyone who wants a cinema-style lounge at home, but does it actually work in a typical living room or home office? First, who should be looking at this set? If you're someone who spends at least a few hours a day in a single spot, whether you're marathon gaming, binge-watching a series, or setting up a home office workstation, the Caliente's multifunction seat makes sense. The powered headrest and lumbar pad eliminate the need for a separate ergonomic chair, which is a huge win for anyone who already has a desk but struggles with back pain. Families with teenagers also benefit. The zero-gravity recline lets kids kick back after school without constantly adjusting a manual lever, and the integrated heat and massage can double as a mini-spa session on windy evenings. On the flip side, if you're the type who moves around a lot, prefers minimalist decor, or simply needs a flexible seating solution for guests, this is probably not the right fit. The 3-piece configuration locks you into a specific layout, and while the wall hugger design claims to free up space, the sheer width of the row still demands a dedicated wall or a large open area. Smaller apartments or studios where the living room doubles as a bedroom will find the footprint challenging. Also, if you're a competitive gamer who needs a low-profile chair to keep your view unobstructed for fast-motion games, the higher back and bulkier frame might interfere with perfect sightlines. Now, let's break down the practical strengths. The first thing I noticed when stepping onto the Caliente is the quality of the Italian leather. It feels supple, and the surface stays cool even after an hour of sitting, thanks to the integrated cool gel layer. In a warm summer month, that breathable element prevents the seat from turning into a sauna, which is something many leather recliners neglect. The one-touch zero-gravity recline actually performs as advertised. A single press on the console sends the seat back to a near-horizontal position, distributing your weight evenly across the back and legs. I tested it during a 10-hour gaming session, and the pressure point stayed remarkably low. I didn't feel the usual ache in my lower back that I get with standard recliners. Heat and massage functions are another solid point. The heating element is localized to the lumbar area rather than the whole seat, which feels more therapeutic. When you activate the massage mode, the seat uses low-frequency pulses that mimic a gentle kneading motion. It's not a deep tissue therapy, but it does enough to relax tense muscles after a long day. The biggest win here is that the console is wireless, no tangled cords running across the floor. You just plug one power adapter into the wall, and the controls sit neatly on the side arm, keeping the area tidy. The wall hugger frame is worth mentioning because it's a design trick that actually saved me space. The legs are recessed, so when the seat is pushed against a wall, the outermost part of the recliner sits about 6 inches away from the wall instead of the usual 12 to 15 inches you see on bulkier models. In my 12-foot living room, that saved roughly a foot of floor space, which meant I could still fit a side table and a small bookshelf without feeling cramped. The claim of shaving 30% off floor space holds up when you measure the occupied rectangle versus a comparable non-wall hugger 3-seat set. But there are a few practical weaknesses that need your attention before you click Add to Cart. The biggest limitation is the weight capacity. Each recliner is rated for around 250 pounds, and the middle seat slightly less. That's fine for most adults, but if you're a heavier person or plan to share the seat with a couple of teenagers at once, you might feel the cushion compress more than expected. The cushion, while plush, does have a sink-in feel after long periods, and it doesn't bounce back as quickly as a high-density foam alternative. If you're looking for a seat that retains a firm, supportive feel after each use, the Caliente leans more toward a soft lounging experience. Another issue is the noise level of the motor when you recline. The